Hello world, Shelly here, and today we're going to do a little get ready with me using the items in the February Ipsy Glam Bag. Look at this bag. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love these bags. I love these bags. If you're not familiar with Ipsy, they are a monthly subscription service. The Glam Bag gives you 5 deluxe sample-sized beauty items, of which you get to pick one for $14 a month. Oh, is this a cute little... It's like a heart lollipop charm on the zipper pull. Oh, goodness gracious, it's so cute. Squirrel. The Glam Bag is $14 a month. You get to pick one item. If you are doing Ipsy subscription for March, you have until February 26th to go pick your one item. They also have BoxyCharm, which is $30 a month, and that's full-size products of which you pick 3. They have a quarterly upgrade to the icon box, all kinds of good stuff. One of the very few times, every single item in this month's Ipsy, I'm going to be able to put on my face right now. Well, or on my body. So let's just get into it. I am going to my friend's house today to do some witchy costume makeup for an event that she's got. So that's what's on my agenda. So I'm just going to do a quick out the door face because I have to leave in 39 minutes. So yeah. First thing, new Barrier Culture Body Cream Prebiotic Complex. This appears to be a body lotion, so I've prepared to put it on my arms so that my tattoos look cute. Woo! I think I got some in my mouth. Well, that's probably not how this product's intended to be used. So let's get the tattoos looking nice and purty. It smells like something. What does it smell like? I need more. I can't. It kind of reminds me of like when you open a fresh package of gauze in a first aid kit. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I can't believe I put my finger on that, but yeah, that's what I'm smelling. Gauze from a first aid kit, which isn't a bad smell, but interesting choice for a lotion. Interesting choice for a lotion. Yeah, that's what that smells like. That smells like a first aid kit. That smells like opening the gauze packet in a first aid kit. Feels nice. Tattoos look good. Kind of weird. Was not expecting that. Okay. So next up we have, I love this brand, Dew of the Gods. This is the Pomeglaze. It is a pomegranate facial oil with a retinol complex. I've already done my skincare, but you know, more is more. Now my hands are all lotiony, so I can't get the bottle open. So, but yeah, I'm just going to put a little on here. Normally you'd want to do retinols in the evening. Ooh, it's a nice pink pomegranate looking oil. I like. Just because retinol can give you some sun sensitivity. And so if you're going to wear anything retinol during the day, just make sure you are wearing sunscreen, which I'm gonna put on because I just put retinol on my face. That felt nice. It's a little tacky. So it's the kind of thing I would say, as you would, probably put it underneath your moisturizer, sunscreen. Let's look at what sunscreens I have sitting next to me. Oh, I have a Super Goop. Let's use the Super Goop. This is the Protect Tint. It's an SPF 50. I am still gonna put foundation on, but because actually, if I remember correctly, the Super Goop is a little too light for me. The shade was not quite right, even though they have a good variety of shades. But yes, yeah, that oil was a little tacky. but now it feels fine. So it definitely set itself down. I need to pull my hair back. It set itself down, which is good. Cute bottle too. Like that was a nice experience overall, except for my greasy hands. From my lotion, I actually should have put some moisturizer on first. I have the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Barrier Boost. I am going to just throw a little bit on here. I already had sunscreen on underneath all this, so I'm not super worried about my sun protection. I just like to be double sure, you know? I feel like you can't have too much, and now that winter is slowly departing, I think, you know, sometimes I get not slacking, but I think, the angle's so low, I'm not going to get much sun anyway, and I might not be as concerned about my sun care, but it's deceptive this time of year because it gets quickly ramped up and you don't realize it because there's still snow on the ground, and you might not be taking proper sunscreen precautions, and you should. So that's why I don't mind putting a little extra on. All right, the last 3 items in the Ipsy have to do with our makeup. So we've got the Misho Beauty Sheer Glow Primer. So we will start with that, and I will just point out the last 2 things are this CL blending sponge and a Benefit Bounce Bad Gal Bounce mascara. So yeah, let's put on a little primer. I have not decided what foundation I want to use. That is colored. Okay. It says Sheer Glow. Okay, so I feel like this is one of those primers that you could wear on its own if you wanted to. Just because it's got just a little tinted luminance to it, although that's not going to work for every skin tone, I don't think. Let's get a little on the forehead here. Get a little sheer glow going up on the forehead. I usually don't take the glowy primers onto my nose because, what the heck. Sometimes I think they look weird. This one's not, there's no glaze, it's just a glow, you know, it's not a Krispy Kreme donut kind of situation as we've had with some of our recent foundations. But I feel like, yeah, you could wear this on its own. You should probably not get it all in your hair, but I'd go out with this face. It's time. I have to decide on a foundation. I might as well, I guess I'm just, I am so squirrel today. I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep jumping tangents all over the place. Hopefully I'll find my way back to what I was saying in the first place. The CL sponge comes with a travel case. You know, it's got air holes so that you can dry it when it's, you know, but keep it protected from things like cat hair and whatever else might come across your vanity. So that is cute. Like that. I think because it is sitting right in front of me, you're going to see this review very soon. I think I will use the... Oh, I dropped my sponge. Hold on. I thought I felt something. I thought I felt something fall down. You're going to see this review very soon. It is the Tier Crystal Mesh Compact. And I broke the top. I don't know if I broke it or if it came broken. It broke in the middle of my review, but then I put it back together, but then it has not survived since I've been using it in subsequent days. So yeah, you're going to see that soon. But spoiler alert, it's like every other Tier foundation that I enjoy. It's enjoyable. It's a good one. But with a sponge, it's pretty easy to shear out and just get a nice light makeup look. But it builds up really nicely as well, so you can kind of wear it however you need it to work for you that particular day. And I like versatile makeup like that, because that makes it good for travel, good for just multi-purpose. Of course, now that my case is broken, maybe it's not the best to travel with, but just evening out the complexion. I think this primer goes well with this foundation choice because this foundation is like just a smidge dewy. Not super dewy. Just enough. That sponge just wants to go flying on me. What the heck? Yeah, okay, yeah, the whole piece just broke off the back. Alrighty, that's not cool. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Now my nose itches. Alright, that part's done. What else do I want on my face today? It's a good question. It is a good question. Should I just go with... I can't help it. It's really good. I might need to fix my nose foundation because I'm itchy. I can't help it. This bronzer is really good. And, oh, I think I want a little bit of concealer. The bronzer's really good, and they're actually dropping a new one pretty soon. And hopefully I will be on the PR list to get it because I love their complexion products. They work well for me, and they address undertones that I need. I don't know where my brush is. I'm just gonna use my sponge. Just use the sponge. That was the Ritual Day Fee concealer, by the way. I can't think of the name of it right now. Soft Sorcery, maybe? I was thinking Supernatural. It's something like that. I'll have it linked down below. I did not put a ton on there, and whenever I do concealer with a sponge, it always soaks up most of it, but I just feel like I needed a little oomph, a little lift. Let's get another little oomph. Caffeine, thank you. Oh my nose is just itching. You ever had one of those days? Yeah, so they do have a new drop coming, but I use the shade Deep with a very light hand because I like the red undertone. Their brushes are also really nice. This is the R203 that I've been using ever since they sent it to me. Thank you, What's Up Beauty, for sending me PR. I love you. And I love the undertone of your bronzer. The blushes, the one that has the undertone that I like the best in this Cheek Terre launch is a little too light for me. Not too light, but I just usually wear more makeup than that, you know? So like, and then the ones that are of the depth that would go with my typical medium coverage, they're a little too warm toned, so I don't wear the blush as much as I wear the bronzer. But the bronzer, I do that like fake bronze tour looking thing, like I'm cheating. I'm contouring and bronzing with my bronzer. Oh gosh, this is just gonna drive me insane. If I'm scratching my nose all day, I'm just gonna lose my mind. Alright, I've been in love with these pops, these Polite Society powder blush sticks, Polite Pops. This one is the shade Miami. These look shockingly bright when you put them on, but I promise it blends out. You're about to see. So I just go on here and give myself a... So they're a stick, like a balm stick, but they're powder. And I find that makes them blend out very nicely. I mean, I do look pretty crazy at the moment, but because it's really a powder product at the end of the day, like, it blends like a powder. See? And I think I have more blush on this side of my face, don't I? We might have to fix that. I think I do have more blush over here than I have over here. But actually, I think this is the amount of blush I want. That is too much blush. We need to tone this down just a little bit. Because we went a little gray. And I went way too far. Went way too far down. And now we're looking better, but it's not even. I feel like I'm on the struggle bus today. Is this going to be one of these days? Am I going to be on the struggle bus today? I think I might be. I think we might be on the struggle bus today. I think we might be. But I do love this color. So now, let's get a little on the nose because I forgot to put bronzer on my nose. Where's my bronzer brush? I like to sweep like whatever's left of my bronzer on the bridge of my nose, because if you think of what bronzer is supposed to do, it's supposed to make you look like you've been in the sun, right? And when the sun hits your face, it's almost always hitting your nose, because your nose is the most prominent thing sticking out of your face. And so your nose probably has some color. So to not put any color on your nose is a little bit weird. So I like to put a little bit of color on my nose, on the bridge of my nose. Now, gotta do the Jones Road. Jones Road Happy Hour. This is the Miracle Balm in the shade Happy Hour. I just take the tiniest bit. I'm not flipping you off, I promise. I take the tiniest bit on my fingernail and I put it right at the top of the apple of my cheek and blend it out as highlight. It does have glitter flakes in it, so if you don't want glitter, then this is not for you, but I love glitter, and it's just the littlest bit, and it gives you that balm look instead of the creamy, streaky highlight look. You get more of just a wet skin look, like, but it's not over the top, it's just enough, and then the glitter is just like a little mwah, chef's kiss. I love this stuff. It's probably my favorite thing Jones Road has ever put out. And it's just, I just love it so much. I love it so much. But it does have literal pieces of glitter. Like, so if you don't like glitter, then do not go there. We're going to use the Maybelline Super Lock on my brows. Sometimes it's easier for me to do my eye makeup if my brows are already behaving. That is assuming they will behave. But I think seeing the structure of your brow, that's a really dirty spoolie now, isn't it? Shelly, you need to clean your spoolies. Seeing the structure of your brow can kind of help you shape your eyeshadow. I'm pretty sure there's a cat hair on this spoolie right now because I see it going in the middle of my face. In front of my eyeball. Why, yes, I did just stab myself in the brow and that hurt a little bit. It's okay. We're just gonna deal. My uncooperative brow is being semi-cooperative. It does look a little weird, but it always looks a little weird. At least it's not looking a lot weird. I just try to like hold it in place until it dries, because this one just does not cooperate. Rude. Oh, I need more caffeine than this. Alright, MAC Paint Pot. My MAC Paint Pot is in my bag to bring to my friend's house to do her makeup, so it's not here. We will use the Alter Ego Eye Primer. No problem, no problem. Their eye primer reminds me very, very, very much of the Urban Decay primer potion that I used to love. It's not that I don't love these primers anymore, it's just that the MAC Paint Pot is such next level for me that it does color correction and is completely foolproof as a primer. So I just don't have any reason to use anything else, you know? That one just stole my heart. But these are great, especially if you like this kind of primer, like the tube primers, because they work very well. They don't do as much color correction, but they work fantastic as an eye primer, and that one is far less expensive than some of the other brands. Now I have to decide on my eyeshadow, which I did not plan ahead. Do I just do the usual Dragon Eye palette? Yeah, I think I do. Oh, I should put my lip liner stain on. It's pretty late in the game for me to have remembered it, but I've got my Geek Out of Water smoothing lip treatment on underneath. Yeah, let's just do it. It might not be long enough for it to dry down, but we will see. And it might make it weird for me to talk, but see how I didn't do like the very inside? Because that part just doesn't stay put anyway because of the moisture of your mouth all day. So that's going to sit there till it dries, then I will peel it off. I love these things. You get at least it's a lip liner stain, but you can do your whole lips. The center will fade throughout the day and what you'll be left with, but by the end of the night you'll still have liner stain, which is what the product actually is. But it's a wonderful base, especially if you just wear like lip gloss or lighter lip care all day, and you don't necessarily, maybe lip oils, that kind of thing, and you don't necessarily want to be touching up lipstick all day, but you still want some color. I hear a cat trying to get into my room. This is the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette. I saw in the sneak peeks for next month's Ipsy, not next month or just future months, they didn't specify which month, but What's Up Beauty is going to have their Watch Me mascara in an upcoming Glam Bag. Glam Bag, BoxyCharm. I'm guessing Glam Bag because I got this in the Glam Bag, and that's awesome because this is one of my favorite mascaras. So they didn't specify which month it will be coming, but Wayne Goss number 3. I'm going to go into the shade Breathe. This is my default, don't want to decide what to do with my makeup, or when I just need like comfort makeup that always works. I always like how it looks. I always feel like myself when I'm wearing it, like that kind of makeup. That's this eye look for me. It's also the one I go to if I don't have time to think about what I'm doing with my makeup, because I've done this look so many times that it's just what I do. I don't even have to think about it. Sigma E25, I'm going to go into Powerful, this matte purple. There's 2 matte purples in here. This is the darker of the 2 and the slightly more cool toned of the 2. Sometimes I use the other one, but this one and that first shade I put in are just, they look like a sunset to me in combination, and I like that look. I know I look weird with the super dark lips. When they peel this off, it will not be so dark. I'll look at the shade. I can't remember what the name of that shade is, but I will look at it and tell you as soon as we get to the peeling off part. So after I get back from doing my friend's witch makeup, which I will get some video and put it onto Instagram, probably TikTok. Trying to get better about posting over on the socials, but I'll post whatever we end up doing over there. This is the Smith 253 brush. I'm going to start with the shade Monster, this purple shimmer. Also, thank you to everyone who messaged me. I did miss 2 videos last week. I only got one up on Friday, and a lot of people commented and messaged me saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" If you follow me on Patreon, I did post an update over there. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It was just a very, very bad few weeks at work, and hopefully the worst of the immediate bad things is over. There's more to come, but hopefully the worst of it, hopefully I'm at least going to have just a little bit of a break from putting fires out and colleagues dying and things like that. So it's just been a rough semester so far, but we are 5 weeks in the books, week 6 in progress. And hopefully things will just quiet down just in time for midterms. But yeah, so thank you for your messages. I appreciate them. I just had to step away from everything and decompress when I'd get home from work at the end of the day. And I still filmed things, but I just couldn't edit and do all the other things. I just had to keep my head on straight and breathe. So, yeah, hopefully things will be a little smoother for a little while here on out. Wayne Goss number 20. I'm going to go into Smoke, which is the deep brown in this palette, and do my outer 7. a term I first heard from Nisha at Sugar Puff and Fluff. Not the outer V. People have been calling that an outer V for decades. But thinking of it as a 7 instead of a V, that I never... Honestly, I've never heard anyone do it except Nisha. So, it's just really a good mental trick for those of us with droopy outer corners or hooded lids. It just helps you to prevent yourself from dragging everything down. You know what I'm saying? You keep it lifted. Keep it lifted like a 7, not a V. This is turning out to be a little more bold than I anticipated. How dark you go in with this smoke shade is kind of how bold this look goes. Because if you don't go in with this shade so heavily, then it doesn't look as bold. I think the dark lip is making me look a little goth is really what's happening. I will be removing that shortly. Now, this is the only Morphe brush from the Jaclyn Hill collection that I got. Excuse me. What is this shade called? Fly. Inner corner brush. I love this brush. It was missing for quite some time, and when I rearranged my vanity here to put the wall behind me, it magically appeared out from under my vanity. So who do you think did that? Maybe a cat? Maybe a cat did it? Who do you think? Maybe a cat? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure a cat did it. That is the eyeshadow. Wet n Wild. This is the breakup proof retractable pencil. I still love my Stay and Play, but I mentioned in a previous video I've stopped using it because every time I sharpen it, I can't get it to a point, and the pencil that's remaining here is just mush. Like, I try to put it on my eye and it's immediately flat again, so I don't know why the bottom half of this pencil is mush, but I'm gonna have to throw it away, and I keep not throwing it away because it just hurts my heart. There's half a pencil left, and I love that pencil. But I've been using the Wet n Wild instead because that pencil turned to mush on me, and I don't know why. This one's fine too. I still don't have like a waterline pencil that I'm like die hard in love with. And I know I solicited suggestions from y'all, but then I was like, do I really care that much about my waterline pencil? This one's probably fine. You know, I don't think I need to get all up in arms about my waterline pencil, because it doesn't do anything I don't like. You know, it just doesn't last as long as I would prefer it to last. Oh, I'm seeing my eyebrows misbehaving. Oh, goodness. Why does this thing just insist on being my nemesis, right? Like, why? Why? It just collapses. There's like a divot that collapses down, and it drives me nuts. Must curl the lashes, though. What else is new in my world? I've been testing out Clio Color nails, and these are press-ons. These are the short almond length. This is a shade called Rainbow Popsicle. And I like them so far. The LED gels, oh, they're good. The press-ons, I feel, I've only had them on for a couple days, but I feel like they're just as good, similar, equal to the Kiss press-ons that I love. So I'm enjoying them. I don't feel like there's much difference between the Kiss ones and these. But, oh, my nose, there it goes again. So yeah, I've been trying those out. Let's try from the Ipsy. The Benefit, I'm trying to get the name right. Bad Gal Bounce. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. And I almost forgot to check the shade of my Sachu lip liner stain. Plumped, like plum, and then P-E-D, like plumped. Yeah. They make all their names cute like that. Plumped, plumped, plumped. Let's try this mascara. You know I love a good mascara. Interesting. Oh. Okay, it's like an hourglass-shaped wand, kind of pokey, kind of flat on one side, hourglass on the other, kind of interesting. Let's try this. I did no research on the mascara to figure out why it's called Bounce or anything like that. I am kind of rotating it to get all the different sides of the brush and kind of feel what each side seems to do. Sometimes those flat sides are good for your lower lashes and the curved side is good for the upper lashes, and sometimes the flat side is good for getting close to the root of the lashes on the upper lashes, and then the rounded part is good for fanning out your lashes. Yeah, that seems to be more of the approach that this one's taking. All right, that's one dip. Actually, that's not bad, actually, now that I'm looking in my mirror. That's pretty nice for one dip in, huh? All right, I see you. It is pokey. So, like, when I say it's a pokey wand, that means it's the hard little plastic nubules. The little bristles are hard plastic instead of like a flexi fiber. And the reason I tend not to like the pokey wands is I very regularly do poke myself in the eye when I apply my mascara, and the pokey wands just seem to do more damage, or at least they're more painful. I am going to go in with a second coat just because reasons. That's just how I roll. Yeah, this is nice. I'd say there's some volume, there's some lengthening. It's a little bit of both. It is dramatic enough for my taste, because I like pretty dramatic mascara. I don't need so much drama that I have to wear false lashes every day. That's just a step that I'm just too lazy for that. There's not enough hours in the day to worry about my lashes all day long, falling off and getting crooked or coming undone in the corner or whatever. If anything, I wear the little Kiss Wispies. These are the ones I've been playing with lately. I'm almost out of them. The Press and Go No Glue Wispies. And I've been liking these. You do have to, like, I don't know, like, take them off of the thing very carefully, and they're just a little more work than I tend to do on a daily basis, but I do like them. And I like this mascara. I'm alright with this. Alright. That's all the Ipsy stuff. I'm going to say I liked all of it. Let's get this lip stain off. Ah, yeah. There's one. So basically, you take the stain off, and the way mine dried, because I was talking, it's broken in some places, but it still comes off fine. And then I just take a Kleenex and wipe away the excess. And then you've got some color, but you don't have to deal with it all day. There's a little dark shot right there. There we go. And then you can apply lip gloss or whatever you like over it. I think I'm going to do, this is the Polite Society Polite Pout. Which one do I want? I've got Pink Grapefruit. I've got Peach Bellini. Peach Bellini has a little glitter to it. I think I'm going to do Pink Grapefruit. Let's do Pink Grapefruit. These, I swear to you, are the most delicious lip... I say this every time, but I can't get over it. They're the most delicious lip balms I have ever worn. They look like a gloss. They feel like a balm. They last fairly well, but you do have to reapply frequently, as with most balms. Yeah, I think this is the look. Oh, God, it's so tasty. It's so tasty. Oh, my hair. I really need to wash my hair. As you can tell, it's like staying in place where the headband was. Because it's dirty. Let's get it. Alright. I also need to re-dye my red part, but that's not happening this week. I got too many other things happening. There's the look. What do you think? This is pretty much what I look like most days when I don't want to decide what to do with my makeup. Primer looks nice. It's nice and glowy. It felt nice and hydrating underneath here. The mascara's nice. Never a bad thing to have another sponge in my life. In fact, I'm going to put it in its happy home. Oh, it barely fits when it's fat. That's why the case is so big. Because you want it to fit in there when it's all damp. All right, I see you. And it's flat on the bottom, so you can set it on your desk or your vanity or whatever, and it won't roll away, which I like that design. Yeah, like this. Not so sure on the body cream smelling like a first aid kit. That I probably wouldn't purchase that, but it's fine. Skin feels hydrated. Feels nice. No greasy. It totally dried down, soaked in. Nothing's greasy. Like the dew of the gods. That was a nice whole overall experience. Like the packaging, like the color of the product, like the feeling of it on the skin. Yeah, that one's good. There you have it. There's my get ready with me. And it's 11:57. I gotta leave at noon. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me, doing my makeup with me, chit-chatting, getting the updates, all the good things. I'm going to go do some witchy makeup now, and we'll see how that goes. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.